Hi, Linda.
Hello, hello.
We'd like to greet you from our secondary technical school in the Czech Republic in Prague. They are our students and teachers, and we are looking forward to your maybe introduction of your Aquarius.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you. Good morning or good afternoon for you. This is Fabien Cousteau talking to you from the bottom of the sea in the world's only undersea marine laboratory, Aquarius. We're at the counter, which is both our dining table and our conference room. This is also where most people sit during rest period. We're now in our 15th, 16th day of the expedition. Mission 31 is aiming at doing a 31-day stay underwater in this marine laboratory, which is symbolically 1 day longer than my grandfather, Jacques Cousteau, did in Conch Shell 2 50 years ago today. The reason for it is not so much for that. That's obviously symbolic. I like this gentleman with the scuba gear right behind you.
So, can I disturb you a little bit, please? We have a little bit problems with our sound. Yeah, so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will wait. They're having issues with their sound. So what is
Hello? Can you hear
Hello?
me? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry. Yes.
So we can continue. So the troubles are solved.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Would you like me to start from the beginning or continue?
It depends. Maybe our students have some questions to you. Maybe it would be so better one. So.
Okay.
He wants to greet you.
Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm Thomas. Nice to meet you.
You're on the wrong side of the camera. You
Wrong
should be
side?
here.
Oh, okay. So first of all, we all appreciate that we were the chosen one. And my question is, what did you find out? What did you find out during? Oh shit! I can't talk. How do you do that? I just want to. What did you find out during your research? Like some interesting.
What are we doing what are you looking for? What are we finding out during your research? We're doing several things. For science, we are looking at predator-prey fear behavior. We're looking at climate change-related issues, especially around coral reefs. And we're looking at pollution, such as fertilizers and chemical runoff, man-made chemical runoff.
Okay.
And so, with that said, we have two scientists here who have been with us for the last 16 days who have been studying this specifically around the coral reefs in the area, as well as their scientific experiments right here on right off of Aquarius with regard to corals that they're subjecting to some of these pollutant experiments.
Yes. Thanks. I got one more question.
I like your outfit.
Oh, you like? I know it's new. I just bought it yesterday. It was pretty expensive.
How come you don't have a tank, a scuba tank?
Oh yeah, scuba tank, see? So much air. I feel like... yeah. So one more question, can I? Or you have time
Yeah,
for me?
sure.
So, like, I can't imagine, like, how do you live there for, like, 30 days? Or, like, is it, like, the pressure and everything? Is it, like, hard to be there, like, underwater, 60 feet underwater, just for 30 days?
Yeah, it has its challenges. We're, 3 atmospheres, so that has, I think we're all used to that at this point. The air is a little bit thicker to breathe. The space is very small. It's like it's 13 meters long by 3 meters wide inside.
Like a school bus.
Like a book. And there's 6 of them. And with all our equipment and everything. The food, I don't know if you've heard about the food.
Yeah.
So we eat things like this, basically.
Oh, nice.
That's our food.
You got some chicks in there? Or
Do I get what?
you got some chicks in there?
Really, actually, we are switching the scientists out with two women scientists.
Oh, nice.
Who-
Sounds good. Okay. I think it's all from me. I don't know if there's anybody else who wants to try my scuba dive. So yeah, nice to meet you, and see you when I will come to Florida.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for putting that on. That's not light.
Okay. Hi there. I'm Mark. Nice to meet you. And I have also one question. I want to ask you, what do you do in your free time, if you have some?
We really don't have that much free time, actually. Last night was the first time that we got a chance to watch a movie, and we started that at about 10 o'clock at night. So most of the time we start at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, we wake up. By 6 o'clock, we're staged out into the water. There's a 3.5 hour dive in the morning. We come back, have a couple hours inside, another couple hours around lunch, 2 to 3 hours at lunch, and then afternoon, probably usually a short nap and a lot of work, and then another dive at night. So we're usually not done until 10 or so at night. It's bedtime when we run, and so we really don't have much time at all. We do get a chance to Skype with our family, our friends, occasionally, but most of the time we're running around making sure that the science and the film as well as communicating with people around the world.
Yeah, I got it. And another one. Isn't it a little bit scary when you wake up like about 3 hours a.m. and you see some scary fish out the window?
But it's one of the most beautiful things. It's just amazing to be able to see fish when you go to sleep at night. These enormous tarpon or the Goliath grouper just staring in at you from the viewport. And then in the morning, because it's still dark, they're all still on the viewport. I don't know if you can see some of the smaller fish here, but they're still on the viewport eating and swimming. And it's just, that's pretty magical for sure.
Okay, thank you so much. See you.
So one more question, please. Okay, so what do you find the most complicated to stay under the water alone? So
What's the most complicated for staying in the water? I'm going to throw it to my team here because we're this morning hoping we're going to be phasing out fairly soon. But what do you guys find it to be the most difficult right now, or after 16 days being in the water?
So, and can you put us few details?
We're all kind of going, we all love it. As a matter of fact, I think the most difficult will be, at least today, will be saying goodbye to Adam and Andy because they're leaving us tomorrow and switching out with 2 new scientists. We'll still see them. They're still coming down, but they're not going to be living in the same space as us. So yeah, I think for us, I think universally for us here, it's being away from family and pets, family pets and those sorts of things. But we only have 2 more weeks left, and we get to join you surface dwellers again.
I see. Yeah, can you introduce us a little bit equipment or a little bit? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I mean, directly inside, please. Okay. What do you use?
You want the tour? Absolutely. I can give you a tour of the habitat. Here we go. All right. So let me show you first where I was sitting. Far enough, there's Mark Holzbeck. He's one of our technicians, making sure that we're doing okay and make sure that the habitat is running well. He's after mission 31, he will have been in his career 208 days at Aquarius working. So that's pretty amazing. After how many years? 16 years of working at Aquarius. These are technical students. This is Ryan. Oh, that was a carpet, I think. This is Ryan. Ryan's one of our other techs, making sure that that we're all doing well, that the O2 levels, the CO2 levels, that all these things that you see in the background that are probably you're more experts on it than I am. Making sure that the habitat runs properly, that the communications are running properly, and of course that our dive operations are running properly. Back here we have Kip Evans. Kip is Kip is our cinematographer right now. You can see he's standing in our bunk room, and there's 3 people on either side. Whoops. 3 people on either side sleeping in this very cozy bunk room, and this is what we get to go to sleep at night. This is our TV mostly. And the tarpons, which are not out there right now, are usually so bright because their scales shine so much that it actually reflects off the lights outside, and it keeps me up at night because it's so bright. So from this perspective, you can see pretty much, well, most of the habitat, and I'm going to walk through very quickly. Here we are. And our kitchen is completely cooked with water, salt water, and a microwave, because there are no open flames allowed in this kind of high-pressure environment, for obvious reasons. We've got Adam, and then we've got Andy. These guys have been working hard on our science, and they had an amazing dive last night, with sea turtles, and permit, barracuda, all sorts of good things on the reef. You can see some of their science going on in the background. That's a sonar system that actually gives us a videographic image. You can see the fish swimming on the reef right outside they're right inside their study area. And our communications to our divers. And here we've got a fluorometer, essentially, for lack of a better term. This unit you can test the health of corals by the amount of fluorescence that they give off at different times of the day and night. And this is my favorite part. I hope we're clear. There we go. This is my favorite part right here. This is the wet porch. And the wet porch is how we get in and out of the habitat. That is our front door to the outside world. As you can see, there are lots of lines out there right now because the umbilicals are being carried away with the current. but that's how we get in and out. And you can see a smattering of our gear on the floor, a couple of our hard hats, camera, etc. Our Dixon, our handheld sonar system with a heads-up display so we can see at night without light, with our full face mask. Anyway, this is our little home for the next 15 more days. And let me close that door. There we go. And let me get back to my little closing spot. But that's essentially the Aquarius. It's really not a big place, but it's an efficient space. And I think that's pretty much, we covered everything. Except for the astronauts who we've already covered. So that's really, that's the space for 6 people for 31 days. But most of the time we're outside in the water anyway. So this is really a place to sleep and do dry lab experiments and view our footage at night.
Okay, thank you for your introduction. It's much more furnished than our homes. Thanks.
Here comes some barracuda.
Maybe.
Anyway, all right.
Hi Fabien, it's Jan here. We've just finished here open water diver course within 16 minutes. So.
Wow! Open water diver course.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
the room is full of divers now here. I just wanted to ask 2 questions. One, how many dives you doing during those 31 days? I guess that your diving clock is getting pretty full over the month. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even count my dives anymore. I've been diving since my 4th birthday, so I don't count. But I think 4 or 5 days ago we heard that we had already clocked in something like 550 hours of diving.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Probably be about 1,000 or 1,200 hours of diving by the time we're done.
It's a lot. Yeah. And one technical question, because I guess that you are saturated, quite saturated in the chamber. How long it will take you to get out on the surface with normal pressure?
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. We are saturated. We're at pressure depth. That's what allows for us to go out diving as long as we want. It also allows for the water not to come into the chamber because it is open to the outside world. Our desaturation procedure takes about 18.5 hours to get back up to surface pressure, and then we do a bounce dive to the surface afterwards.
Okay, that's not that much. Thank you.
18.5 hours? No, it's not too bad. It is 48 hours following that of no fly. You can't fly for 48 hours. You can't drink for 12. You can't do any exercise for 24 hours. But it's only 18.5 hours of deep pressure.
It's almost like after normal diving holiday in Egypt. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate the spending time with you. Thank you. Good luck, and we would like to greet you. So, please. Okay.
Thank you all so very much. I wish you all some wonderful, wonderful diving, and have a wonderful summer. Thank you. Enjoy your dive. Bye-bye.